Welcome everyone, Crypto Poppy here. Today I'd like to introduce you to the cheapest and fastest way that I have found to buy crypto in Canada. Please note that I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not in any way sponsored by Newton or an employee of Newton. I am just a regular person like you looking to invest in cryptos fast, securely, and the cheapest way possible. Newton was established in October of 2019, and from a recent article that I read, they've surpassed the 100,000 user mark. You can access Newton using the link in the description below. One of the great things that Newton has is a referral program. So if you use the link below, you will receive $25 and I will receive $25. In this video, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to buy your first crypto in Canada, the quickest, fastest, most reliable way that I have found. Before we get started with the step-by-step tutorial, I wanted to show you the cryptocurrencies that Newton currently supports. That is Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Stellar, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero, USD Coin, Tether, and QCAD. That for a crypto to fiat exchange, that is one of the most complete lists that I have seen so far. So why use Newton? Newton is a crypto to fiat currency exchange. And so if you're looking to buy yourself crypto and you reside in Canada, this is the fastest, cheapest way that I have found to date. So let's dive in. The first thing that you need to do is create an account with Newton. Once you get to the create account page, you're going to be asked for an email address and a password, and you'll be asked to agree to the terms and conditions and the privacy policy. Once you agree to that, you'll be asked to go through a standard email verification process. Once you've verified your email, congratulations, you're ready to get started. The next step is to enable two-factor authentication. It is absolutely critical that you please enable two-step factor authentication on any crypto exchange that you're dealing with. You're all set up with two-factor authentication, you're ready to get started with your verification process. I have to say that I found this verification process to be by far the fastest that I've ever seen on a crypto exchange. Go ahead and provide your personal information and click next. At this point, you'll have immediate access to Newton, the crypto exchange. I found this, like I said, very, very fast and speedy. From here, you will see that Newton supports a number of cryptocurrencies that I've already spoke about, and this is your home page. With Newton, there are numerous ways to fund your account. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and use the Interac e-transfer option, which personally is my favorite option for funding crypto. Before we proceed with funding your first crypto account, I wanted to show you the limits posted by Newton. You'll see that they have $10,000 e-transfer limits for daily limits and $70,000 weekly limits. You can also fund your account with EFTs and wire transfers, and the limits are listed here. Okay, so let's go ahead and fund our Newton account. I choose to fund $500, and I'll walk you through the process to do that. My recommendation is that whenever you're dealing with a brand new exchange that you've never dealt with before, is to never put in the entire amount that you want to fund. So if your goal is to fund $10,000, then start with a small amount, verify the process, make sure it works well, and that you like the experience, and then fund the rest. So here we go to the Add Funds page, we selected the e-transfer option, and we're funding with $500. You'll see that the screen on the right hand side is very descriptive, and it tells you that transfers should occur within 5 to 30 minutes for the e-transfer option. So the way that you fund your Newton account with Interac e-transfer is kind of interesting and different than I'm accustomed to. So what you do when you get to the e-transfer option, what will happen is you'll get an email that you'll then click on and then confirm and then log into your bank account and then confirm the e-transfer from inside your bank account. This was really quick and efficient, and I suspect that this is why at no point before this have we been asked for uploading a password or identity. I imagine that this is how they're doing very, very quick verification through your bank. So go ahead and go through the process in your email to submit the e-transfer. What I really liked about the Newton experience is that right away within their screen, what you can see is feedback back to you, letting you know that you've got one transfer in progress and that you can expect it to take 5 to 30 minutes, and that e-transfer will expire in 1 month if you don't complete it. I will say that my first experience funding my Newton account, it took about an hour and a half for the e-transfer to actually complete, so slower than advertised, but that's still faster or on par with any other exchange that I've used in the past. I personally just buy Bitcoin on these types of exchanges. The only reason and purpose that I use these exchanges is to convert my fiat currency into cryptocurrency, and then I move my cryptocurrency either to a hardware wallet to store it, or I move it to another exchange like Binance if I want to buy altcoins. Okay, at this point, sit back, relax, and wait for your account to be funded via Interac eTransfer. You can stay on the screen, and within, like I said, within 15 minutes to a couple of hours, you'll see your account updated with the total value of the funds that you deposited. So as explained before, I like to buy Bitcoin, and so that's what we're going to use as this example. From the screen, go ahead and click on the Bitcoin as highlighted below, and that'll take you to Newton's trading page. A lot of this, for example, you'll see that you can't set limit orders today, that's coming soon. So you'll notice that as a trading platform, this really is very, very early in its stages. And that's why I don't know that I consider Newton a trading platform. I consider it more of a gateway exchange that allows me to just convert my fiat currency into cryptocurrency. And if I wanted to really, really get into trading, this is probably not my platform of choice. And click on the Trade BTC button highlighted below, and this will open up a blade on the right side of your page with the trading experience for Newton. Again, for the purposes of this, of what I use this exchange for, which is simple crypto, fiat to crypto conversion, this is really all you need. So you put in the amount that you want to fund, and you'll go ahead and you'll get a price on how much that coin will cost you. This is by far the cheapest that I found. I've gone ahead and compared this to a couple of other platforms, and you'll know that I have a Coinberry tutorial in my channel, and compared to Coinberry, what Newton takes on the spread seems to be about 0.08%, whereas Coinberry takes about 3%. So again, this is the cheapest way that I have found to fund crypto. So enter the information as desired and go ahead and click Review Trade. You'll be able to confirm your trade at the bottom and just make absolutely sure that this is the transaction that you want to make. Once you've made that transaction, you'll see a success sign and showing you exactly when you made your transaction and how much funds were exchanged. I'd like to say that at this point, I'm very impressed with Newton. I'm impressed with a few things, with how fast the entire process was for me to buy my cryptocurrency, as well as the feedback that you get through the process. So they tend to tell you exactly where you are in the process and how long you can anticipate that the next step will take, which was very impressive. From here, I like to show you how to withdraw your funds from Newton into any address that you'd like, whether it's a hardware wallet that you want to store your cryptocurrency in, or whether it's a more friendly crypto to crypto exchange if you'd like to buy altcoins. You can go ahead and access the blade on the right hand side and access the withdraw option. Once you do that, you can choose how much you want to withdraw, and you can copy and paste the address from wherever the address is coming from. One of the things you'll notice that you cannot actually type the address manually, which is good because that makes sure that you don't make a mistake. If you don't know, if you make a mistake with cryptocurrencies and you send money to the wrong address, it cannot be recovered. So be extra careful and make sure that you triple check the address that you're sending your funds to. When you get to the confirm withdrawal screen, again, you'll get lots of feedback from Newton. One of the things that I found extremely impressive is how transparent they are with the network fees that you're paying, the fees that are covered by Newton, and overall the fees that you'll be charged. This is, in my mind, the most transparency I've seen. And not only is it transparent, this is also the cheapest way that I have found to buy crypto. And again, you'll get a pending transfer screen telling you exactly how long you can anticipate your process will take. Okay, so you've successfully funded your Newton account, you've converted your fiat currency into cryptocurrency, and you've successfully sent your cryptocurrency out of the Newton exchange. Very impressed with the feedback and the timing that it took to do this. Very, very impressed. Okay, so if you look at their website, they put out a notice around surge pricing, and Newton historically has covered, from what they're saying anyway, they've historically covered the network fees associated with making a transaction. That is impressive because I have not seen anybody else do that. However, Right now, we're February 21st, 2021. The price of cryptocurrencies has absolutely rocketed and exploded, and that is making transaction fees go up as well. So what Newton has done here is they're basically covering up to $5 of the transaction fee, as historically they were covering 100% of the transaction fee. But you can imagine that very quickly that will put them in non-profitable state if the transaction fees are too high. And so they've introduced surge pricing. You can read about it on their website, and I think it's totally fair. If you look at their FAQ on their website, you'll get the answers to some common questions, such as what platforms are supported. They've got a web application as well as mobile application on iOS and Android. What payment methods are supported: e-transfer, wire transfer, EFTs, or pre-authorized bank transfers through a third-party provider called Plaid. And you can also transfer cryptocurrencies from any other exchange or from your wallet into Newton. Which banks are supported? I looked through the list of banks. It looks like most major banks in Canada are supported. Which currencies are supported? I already walked through. Yes, you can bring your own crypto. And can I trust you? This is the question that is always on everybody's mind. Can I trust this exchange? At the end of the day, I'm a normal guy just like you. In many ways, I'm your guinea pig to having used this exchange successfully. But at the end of the day, my philosophy on trusting crypto exchanges is don't trust them. Use them. Transfer your funds, use them to transfer your your currencies into cryptocurrencies. Do not leave your money in an exchange. Now, you can read about on their website, they have a third-party provider for custody of crypto. I haven't done too much research on that third-party provider. At the end of the day, I take responsibility for my crypto. I've got hardware wallets. I store my crypto in hardware wallets, and I even go as far as putting my crypto in a hardware wallet, and that hardware wallet in a bank, in a safety deposit box, and I encourage you to do the same. For the purposes that I use Newton, which is simply converting fiat to cryptocurrency, I have to say that I'm very, very impressed, and I would rate Newton a 4.5 out of 5. Again, the interface itself seems a little bit underbaked. You'll see things in their interface that show that some of the functionality is still in the early days, in the beta days. But again, if your goal is to buy cryptocurrency and then take that cryptocurrency and move it to a secure spot, then I gotta say, this is fast, it's cheap, it worked well. The only reason I don't give it a 5 is because they advertised that the e-transfer would happen within 30 minutes and it took about an hour and a half to complete. Not a huge complaint. That's still as fast as I've seen, so it's not a huge complaint. And keep in mind that, I mean, cryptocurrencies on February 21st of 2021 have completely exploded, huge demand. So I don't blame them for being a little bit slower than advertised. In fact, there isn't an exchange that I've used over the last month that hasn't been much slower than advertised, so no big complaint from me there. I really hope that this helps. Thank you so much for going through this process with me. I hope that this gives you the ability to buy cryptocurrencies in a fast and reliable and a cheap way in the future for you. Please do me a favor, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I appreciate you very much, and please use the link below. It's money that goes back to the channel, as well as money that goes back into your pocket with the referral program. Thanks again. Catch you next time. Peace.